All right, we're out here with the Taurus GX4 in a very, very competitive micro compact field. Let's see how she does. Trigger pull is great. For a gun this size, the recoil impulse is actually really low. This is impressive. Easy to shoot. Trigger is very Glock-like. I'm gonna be honest. Taurus hasn't ever been my first go-to. I have to do some serious thinking right now. I really do. This is a great little gun. This is an absolute great little gun.
Okay.
The slide serrations on the front don't look like they're gonna do anything, but they actually work really well. And the slide itself is really smooth. The grip texture, it's aggressive here. It's not super aggressive on there, but I gotta tell you, it holds fine. And especially for how small it is, I was really worried that this gun was gonna be super snappy, and it is not. I don't know how they did that. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to pick one of these up and put this into the rotation.
Okay. This is the Stoker.
See, here's the thing. The Stoker's bigger. It's a little bit bigger than this, so I would say it's a little bit in a different field. But, because this is a small gun. This is a really small gun. But it's easy shooting. So what I would say is, if I'm going for like, I just want really, deep concealment, or I want something really light, I'm gonna look real hard at this. If you want something with maybe a little more mag capacity or just a little bit bigger gun, then yeah, then I'm gonna be looking at the Stoker, Hellcat Pro. This is, you made me think, Chow. You made me think.
So Taurus launched the GX4 in 2021, which gave them the handgun of the year from a couple different organizations. As time went on, they released the T.O.R.O last year, and it's been one of the top selling budget EDC guns out there. Let's look it over real quick. So it is 9mm, 11+1 capacity. It's got really nice grip texturing, really good mag release, and one of the best budget triggers on the market.
100%.
I would say top 2 for budget guns.
Mm-hmm.
Price range on these right now, anywhere from $219, which I paid for this one, all the way up until $329, depending on the options you get and what you want. And as of this year, they already just released the GX4 Carry, which is kind of like a Hellcat Pro style gun.
Gotcha.
So, first thing we go into is build quality. This being a Taurus product, build quality is actually a 5. Taurus has come a long way with their build. This thing is very well built. The only thing that I could even touchily complain about is it looks like the rear sight is slightly off, but then on the range it shot perfectly, which means they sighted in the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, cool. Good on them for sighting in.
Yeah. No, I also give it a 5, and I know that Taurus has had kind of a sordid history a little bit. I know that there's been some concerns in the past just in terms of build quality and reliability. I will say that they've definitely come a long way, and you should definitely take a new look at them with this.
Next we have is reliability. 5 stars. Gun, 100% reliable with everything we put through it. We've run one of these in the past. It runs fantastic. 100% reliability, 5 stars.
Short answer, same, 5. Any ammo that we put through it ran great. We didn't have any issues whatsoever.
So, feel, it's a 5. Not a surprise. The grip texture is really kind of that hybrid rough, but not rough. They've got a kind of that gas pedal texture on the side. The other thing that this has is everything is very slim and low profile. So the slide release is low profile, and the takedown lever is actually built in. You need a tool, quote unquote, to get it undone. It is kind of a screwdriver. Back end of a 9mm casing will also help get this gun taken apart.
I give it a 5 as well. This one really surprised me in a lot of ways. Like you mentioned, the grip texture is good. It's in all the right places. The slide serrations work really well. The other thing that I'll say, especially for a gun this size, to rack the slide, it's actually easy to do. I know sometimes on some of the micro compacts, just because you have to have a heavier recoil spring, that it's a little bit hard. This is really easy. And the trigger on this thing is amazing. It's really, really good. I mean, I've spent quite a bit of money on aftermarket triggers to get the feel that we get out of the box. And especially for, you know, having this on kind of a smaller EDC gun, that's really saying a lot. They've really hit it out of the park on this one.
Well, and I want to applaud them because for people who don't know, Taurus brought over some of the Walther people around the time they were designing this, so...
And it shows.
It shows a lot.
It really does. This is not the Taurus that you've seen before.
So next we have is factory options. I'm going to give it a 4. There's a lot of factory options, different colors, different... This one has the kind of graphite gray on it. It also comes in a number of different kind of the optics cut, non-optics cut. It comes with either one 11 round mag, one 13 round mag. So there's a lot of factory options out there.
So factory options, I give it a 3.5. Out of the box, it does. It comes with some great options. Ours just has the white night sight, but you can get a tritium option as well. But overall, I think it's a good setup. It doesn't have an optics plate. You can kind of weigh that one, whether that's a concern or not. But overall, out of the gate, it's a good gun.
Yeah, and then you can buy one with an optics cut on it and everything like that. Next is aftermarket. There's some barrel options. You really don't need to touch the trigger. There's a few options, so I'm going to give it like a 2, maybe a 3. We'll stick with 2. I'll give it a 2. Because it is a Taurus, there's not a lot of aftermarket support, but there is some.
I agree. I'm going to have to give it a 2. There just aren't a ton of options available for it. That being said, it doesn't really need a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that's okay.
And last we have is X Factor, and X Factor is a 5. This thing is shootable. It is like really shootable. The recoil impulse is great. The trigger is fantastic. You can get quick on target. I really like the way this gun. It feels very comfortable in the hand. It flows in the right places. It does come with interchangeable back straps if you want to change them out to give a little bit more girth for those with larger hands. It really is just above and beyond what you would think of Taurus in the past. You know, this really shows that Taurus is in this new age of very high quality, well-built guns.
I also give it a 5. This gun really surprised me. It really, really did. It is one of the easiest kind of micro compact EDC guns to shoot. I think a lot of that comes down to how much they've sort of flared out the bottom of the grip. That is, I think, sort of the magic sauce in this thing, because especially for a gun this size, a lot of times it is. These guns are going to be really snappy. This isn't. This shoots almost like a 19. It's crazy. The trigger on it is astounding. It's surprisingly good. Definitely give them a fair shake and kind of take a second look and check out the GX4.
Well, the other big thing that you don't really notice is like when you grip it, it just slides and everything is like the little shelf here. Like, yeah, I can put my finger up here, but it's just, this is my preferred spot for my finger, but it just smooth all the way in. Like everything just seems to glide right into place with this little cut here and everything. It just curves down where your finger can go right into the trigger guard real smoothly. I mean, they really thought of all the design aesthetics with this, and this is really form and function when it comes to this gun.
The thing that I really noticed is you can see that they put a lot of time into the design of, I think a lot of times when you first grip some of these micro compacts, they feel really small in your hand. And you kind of feel like, all right, I'm gonna have to hang on to this thing a bit. That's not the case with the GX4. With the way that they did the grip shape and design, it somehow fills out your hand, right? And it feels like a bigger grip than it is. And that really helps with shootability and recoil control.
Well, the next question is Kurt, are you a buyer?
I'm 100% a buyer, and I'm seriously considering this as my daily carry. I really am.
Saying a lot. I as well. I am a buyer. I bought this, since this came out, you know, I have the 365. We've got the Shield Plus sitting here. We just did the Stoker a few months ago.
Hellcat Pros,
Hellcat Pros, like
Smith & Wessons.
Yeah.
Like we've shot them all.
I really like this one. It goes kind of right now, list-wise, it's like almost there with the Stoker. And I would have to shoot them back to back again to see which one I like better. I mean, the Shield Plus is up there. The Hellcat Pro's up there. Like, I would say take the Hellcat Pro out because it is bigger gun.
It's a little bit bigger and it's going to be a little bit more expensive, right?
But for the money, like if I had only $250 to spend, I mean, like I said, I paid $219 for this. I've seen them around that $200 price point. I've seen them all the way up to $329. So you just have to do your shopping. But because the optics cut variant came out, a lot of people are going to optics. Yes. Also, my daily in my fanny pack, yes, I carry with the fanny pack sometimes, was the Shield Plus for a long time because we have the Stokers being borrowed by a friend. I switched over to this because I like the way this is. It fits better in the fanny pack. It pulls out smoother. It feels a little bit tighter in the hand. Not saying the Shield Plus is a bad gun. I think the Shield Plus is a thinner gun and feels like a thinner gun. This is top of the list.
No, I totally agree. And it's kind of funny because for me, on paper and in practice, this thing's awesome. There's this little part of me like, but it's a Taurus.
Well,
right?
There's always going to be a little part of you. See, that's the thing with Taurus. Like, they've got that reputation.
They do, but what I'm saying to you guys and to me as well is park that for a minute, be objective, and take a look at this.
Yeah.
Because this is a really, really solid option. This is one of the easiest guns to shoot in this size and form factor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say, like I said, this and the Stoker. Now,
those two really both surprised me quite a bit.
This is sexier than the Stoker. I have to say it.
It looks better, yeah.
So it sounds like, comment down below if we should do a comparison between this, the Stoker, the Shield. I know everybody's asked about the Shield Plus, so let us know what we should compare with. Again, great gun. I think we both love it. Like if you are in that price point, get this. This is a good option.
I'll even say this. Even if you have more to spend,
get this.
Take a look at this.
That's a bold statement there, Colin.
It is. I know.
Well, listen.
I know.
If I have $400 to spend, and this is $250, that's like $150 worth of ammo I can buy, which is a lot of ammo to practice with this thing, or holster and everything. Yeah, I would say that.
And again, I think a lot of times it is when you're like, oh well, this is a budget option. You know that you're kind of making sacrifices. You're really not on this.
No.
This is right there with them. Take a look. Try it out. See what you think.
If this had any other name on it, you'd think you would buy it. It'd be like heads or tails. But this is a very good option. Definitely check it out. Definitely get one if you are on the fence. Like, this is a very, very good gun. We can't say that enough. So before we move on, we want to thank our sponsor, Click Bang Firearms out of Chandler, Arizona. They're great people over there. Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Question of the week: which gun would you recommend over this? Or is the Taurus your top choice for a budget-friendly EDC? Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day.